Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain the advantages and the disadvantages of using the inheritance in the Python. In my previous video, I explained about the inheritance, which is one of the important concept in the OOPS. So now let's understand the advantages, the benefits of using this inheritance, and even the disadvantages of using this inheritance in the Python. So what is inheritance? Inheritance is nothing but I explained the inheritance and the types of inheritance with the clear example, real time example, practically. So, if anyone are coming without watching those videos, first watch those videos and come to this video so that you can understand more clearly this video. Okay, now let's start. Inheritance allows you to inherit the properties of the class. So which I explain you, we have two classes in this inheritance, which is one is the base class and derived class. Base class is nothing but the parent class and the derived class is nothing but the child class. So the properties and the methods which are there in the parent class will be using the properties and the methods in the derived class, means which is nothing but the child class. Yes or no? This is nothing but the inheritance. Will be using the properties in the derived class. Okay. Base class to another, which is nothing but the derived class. Okay, we'll be using the properties which are there that will be inherited into the derived class. Okay, so now let's see what are the benefits. So it represents real world relationships well. So I explained you. So there will be some relation between the parent class and the child class. So take an example like if we have parents, so and the children's. So the parents' properties and the all the characteristics and the behaviors will be transferred to inherited to children, but the children's properties and the characters cannot transmit to the parent. Yes or no? But parents properties and their behavior characteristics can be transferred to the children. So that is known as like some inheritance is transferring, like the methods and the properties which are there in the parent class will goes to the child class. In the child class also we can use the parents methods and the properties. Okay, this is a real time example, best example for this inheritance. Yes or no? Next, it provides a reusability of code. So it is a very important benefit of the inheritance, using the inheritance. Reusability of the code means no need to write whole code of the parent class. We can access directly the by specifying the child class object creation. We can we can access the parent class methods and the properties also by accessing just child class. By accessing just child class, we can even retrieve. We can also retrieve the methods and the properties which are there in the parent class. As for now, this is the beauty of the inheritance, means we can reuse the code. So no need to write entire code again in the child class. No need to write entire methods or the properties which are there in the parent class. No need to write whole methods and the properties again in the child class. Just by using the parent class name, we can access that in the child class. No need to write entire code. Yes or no? Yes. We don't have to write the same code again and again, which I said. So no need to write the same code which we have used in the parent class, and the same code no need to write again in the child class. Just by using the parent class name, we can access in the child class. Yes. Also, it allows us to add more features to the class without modifying it. No need to use only the parent class properties. We can even add some more features or some more properties in the child class. We can even use additional properties including with the parents properties also. As or no? Yeah. Take a real time example, like we can have access of taking the parents properties, and even we can have our property also. Yes or no? So means we can take the parents properties, and including with we have one more benefit is we can have our property also. Yes or no? That is the thing. Next, it is transitive in nature. What is transitive? Which means that if class B, so class B is nothing but the parent class. Sorry, so class B is nothing but the child class, and class A is nothing but the parent class. Yes or no? Yes, class B inherits from another class which is class A. Means what? Here class B will be acting as a child class and it is inherited from the class A, which means class A is nothing but the parent class. Yes, then all the subclasses of the B, which is the child class, would automatically inherit from the class A. So class B is considered as a child class, means all the subclasses which are there in the class B will be automatically inherited from the class A. Yes or no, which I said before only. Next, inheritance offers a simple. So it's simple. If you understand the main logic, it's very easy. Yes or no, understandable model structure. Okay, it is simple. Next, less development and maintenance expenses results from an inheritance. I think you got a clarity about the inheritance and why we have to use the inheritance and what is the beauty of the using of inheritance. As for now, so we know all the benefits of using the inheritance. Now let's see what is the disadvantage of using the inheritance. You should know what is the disadvantage also. Not only the advantages, even the disadvantage of using the particular concept. Now let's understand what is the disadvantage of using this inheritance in the Python. Now, since classes are inherited from one class to another class, yes or no, from the parent class and the child class, the properties are inherited to the child class. Yes or no? They are interdependent. What is meant by interdependent? See, this means that execution speed of running the code decreases. Yes or no? Execution speed will be decreasing. Okay? Child class cannot be executed independently without defining the parent class in the code. So without defining the parent class, we cannot access the child class. Yes or no? Without having the parents, there will be no children. Yes or no? Means without defining the parent class, will not have any child class. So to access the child class, we have to must and should define the parent class. That only they are saying. So there is a dependent between the parent class and the child class. If the child class is defined, it is mandatory to create the parent class also. Without the parent class, child class cannot be created and accessible. Okay, this is the disadvantage of inheritance and these are the benefits of inheritance. I think you got more clarity of using this inheritance and why we have to not use the inheritance and why we have to use the inheritance and what is the beauty of this inheritance also. Okay, this is one of the important concept in the OOPS. And that's it for this video. And if you have any doubts in this inheritance, please mention in the comment section. I will be definitely solve your doubts. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let's meet in next video.